Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And so I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload. And if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that, going through some trying times and just needs spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the one I'm doing right now is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the shift within your power breaks barriers through blurred lines of low frequencies surrounding illusions. It's true. Right now, things are moving at a massive rate, where they're telling you have to be able to clear your vibes, come into a clear mind, allowing yourself to have faith in what is guiding you towards whatever, being able to dive deep within your own truth so you can separate from what you thought was true that came out to be illusions. There's a lot of people that want to believe in things that they know is not for them. There's a lot of different things that all go against you and test you at every moment of your life when it's there. And these are the things that that you're allowing yourself to see within your power of what you can invest in within yourself, what is for your purpose. A lot of times we go through a lot of painful situations and don't know that's preparing us for our purpose a lot further down the line, as long as we allow ourselves to learn within those situations, learn from our mistakes, our failures, our setbacks, our impulses of decisions that we choose to take, the directions that weren't destined for us, that led you towards, troubled waters. And these are those situations. Sometimes we need to go through those situations for us to, create something better for ourselves, being able to listen what's nurturing us, even when we feel like it's putting us in an uncomfortable state of mind. And, a lot of times it does that, especially when you're opposed to, when they're wanting you to add towards your potential into your life. There's so many different things I can look at in my life that I really thought was destined for me. But when I finally allowed myself to get there and I see, it was like, this is not for me. This is not for my spirit. It disrupts me in every kind of way possible. But I appreciate it showing me that, because I needed to learn this about myself. And I need to allow that experience to, really teach me about myself, that where I need to know, a lot of different things that's been guided towards you that went against your nature of being in a peaceful vibration, that you had to be able to experience, just so you know what to look for, just for what to what to allow yourself to not invest in again. If these situations happen, they always tell you, it's okay for you to, you go through these mistaken experiences into your life, as long as you learn from those things, because it's a lot of times we know something is not right for us, and we keep allowing ourselves to go through it and go through it and go through it. And we wonder why these different things are taking place in our lives. And it usually gets a lot worse when we don't allow ourselves to choose the better, choose the ladder of, what is really destined to be. And you'll just allow yourself to be able to see how things are changing in your life when you allow yourself to, meditate, allowing yourself to, show gratitude towards all elements that's trying to uplift you in beautiful ways. They want you to be able to take advantage of becoming a better person within everything that you try to do into your life. If things didn't go that way, at least you can say, what, I tried. These things weren't, I was guided to do these different things. It pushed me out my comfort zone. I was scared, to be able to go through this. But even if it wasn't, exactly for you, or it was destined for you, it allowed you to learn something about yourself that you really truly needed to know. And a lot of times it's like, oh, it's a waste of time. No, everything is not, whatever you invested in is never a waste. is going to be used, for the betterment of your life in any kind of way. It's just up to you to be able to see it as that. Because a lot of times when we see things that didn't go for us, we tend to, create this, this vibration is like, well, I went for this, it blocked me, it's this and this and that. Because, there was a lot of times I went in life where I was always upset, where certain things had happened and I felt like other people had blocked that from me. Or there are certain things that I invested in, I talked about it prematurely and felt like, what, this is mad, this is what they gave me to, go towards, universe gave me to go towards this. And next thing you know, these things that I was happy to be able to speak on, it didn't happen. And those are the things they always tell us, when you're moving into a higher realm into your life, or you being guided from that, a lot of people are not supposed to, matter of fact, nobody is supposed to learn about these different things. Not when it comes to you, like your significant other, your family members, different things like that, because there are sometimes people carry that energies like, why couldn't that be me? Or, even if they show support, there's sometimes they carry that energy that is jealous and try to compare you to that. And then you wonder why certain things didn't turn out your way. Because they always tell you, don't talk about certain things prematurely. I had to learn from that the hard way so many different times, because there was so many entities that was attached to me that didn't want nothing good for me to happen, or there are certain things where, it just me having a smile on my face was already a threat towards certain people that didn't want to see me smile. They always they got joy out of seeing me hurt. They got joy out of seeing me cry, or certain things that wasn't invested in my life that I thought was invested into my life. And those are the things that I can say, I appreciated those things. I always tell people, hey, universe is sending me to tell you this, and you got to think about it wholeheartedly, and, because certain things you have to be able to, invest in silence, move in silence, real G's move in silence. They always say loose lips, sink ships. And a lot of times that does happen, and these are the situations that are really showing you can see, between the blurred lines. There's a lot of times things coming your way that want to, to make you want to go, the opposite way, which can really hurt you, but those are the situations that are showing you live by these things, you learn by these different things. Don't ever doubt what you can do into your life. If this is something that's made for you, is destined made, is actually going for you. Because a lot of times there are so many different things that you may not have even thought that you can be able to be like, or I'm not qualified for different things in your life. But when you allowed yourself to stay consistent and stay on that, and kept practicing on it, kept allowing yourself to keep an open mind towards learning experience, there will be a lot of things that will place you in places you never thought you would be. Your name is getting mentioned in places you never been in, or doors are opening that you didn't even knock on. And those are things that they want you to be able to, allow yourself to believe in those situations into your life. This is where it's igniting your power to recognize that and recognize it to the full strength of your chest, being able to understand these different things that are taking place into your life. It may be slow. It may be invested in towards those different things that, it's just like, I'm not really being heard, or I'm not really being appreciated, or I'm not really being out, getting out there like other people. And a lot of times that we don't realize, sometimes things are very good for you. It's going to take time for it to level up for you. And they're allowing yourself to, that's your key to be able to tell you, you stay invested in that. You don't know what people that are looking at you can really appreciate the things that you have done. You don't know what you're doing, where you're pressing out here, not to just invest in yourself, but help others invest in themselves as well. You don't know, because a lot of times when you see things that are moving slow, it's moving for you, but it's moving at a rate that you weren't expecting. Don't allow yourself to give up. And one thing that is a dream killer is when you allow yourself to compare yourself to somebody else. And there will be people that ask me, Roslynn, what is the stumbling blocks where you stumbled on of being a YouTube content creator? I said, number one, I've been doing this for 5 years. And they be like, oh Lord, you doing this for 5 years. You should have been here. Should have been there. And I'm like, okay, it's okay for that, because it's like when you have something that's very great that you're building on, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Some people had that blessing where it's overnight, like they're an overnight celebrity, and that's okay too. But a lot of times when it takes you longer, it wants you to be able to accumulate something, but also see something in you as well. And when you're allowing yourself to be able to never take certain things for granted in your life, or take anything in your life for granted, allow me to retort, don't ever take anything that's going in your life that is for granted. Don't allow yourself to do that, because these are showing you things. Just because it don't happen that fast don't mean it won't happen. But it's all about how you being persistent about yourself. It's all about how you put that aggression, push that weight on saying, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going. There's so many people out here, they're trying to create businesses for themselves, and it slowly but surely takes off. Especially if you're doing something that's different. Because it's like I tell a lot of people, when you're doing videos, if you're doing it on empath things or positive things or growth, spiritual growth, a lot of times, if you're not attached to other people that are out here that got like 1 million subscribers and can get 1 million views within 5 minutes, a lot of times it's not destined for you to be like that. Because I see a lot of people, they're just now starting to do their content creating on YouTube and different other stuff. And they got people that's been out here that's putting their name out there. And that's actually a blessing too, when you can do that. But that was meant for them. But for you, they had something totally different for you. But when they wanted you to do that, they want you to be able to see. When you allowed yourself to be consistent about it, you start adding on more different things that you're doing towards what you're adding towards that's collaborating with you. Because, there's so many people, like, I look at different people that I see on these like reality shows when I used to watch them, especially if it was like people that, I connect with on, Facebook or, Instagram. And I see them, like, there's different people on these, like, I used to love watching Love and Hip Hop. And there'll be certain people I see that were just out there just to be, either they were married to somebody who was in the, entertainment game of being a rapper, a singer, or whatever. And then they invested in with different things, example, Rihanna has, everybody been talking about, well, people that love her, you're always wondering about where's her music, where's the music coming from? But I can actually admire her and hold high respect for her, because she was, for a long time, when they show her back in Barbados, where she used to hustle just to get candy together and start selling that stuff, it took her to somewhere else. Or there was different diversity she went through just because of how she looked in certain places where she was from. It was like she was that person that stuck out. And then when I started seeing sister grow up, next thing she's doing her first album, I guess it didn't really go as where she wanted it to. But then when she started doing more, the next thing she started being in little movies, or, having her little cameo in certain things. And next thing she did her skin line, perfume, lingerie line. Now she got a book coming out, where all her pictures in. Or then she started talking about she was going to do something with Caribbean food and having different recipes. And then, then she started doing different things that made her a billionaire. And I can really respect that. Beyonce does the same thing. She jumps in the Ivy Park, Icy Park, and all that stuff. And I admire that, because you allow yourself to see where different things that you have, that you hold talent from, you didn't even know. And those are the things, like, what, I appreciate that. Like, dang, that makes me want to do something like that, and being able to see, you don't have to just stick with one talent, or you don't have to just stick with one gift. If you got all these different things, you use that to the fullest, and you never know where it's going to take you. But there's a lot of times you see people out here, that are, rappers or, singers and stuff like that. And they may not have, jumped into entertainment and got famous overnight. It took them to keep going. It took them to even catch the fells and treat them about as highly as the winds, and those are the things they kept doing, and they kept on adding towards that. Because some people are good. It's like, oh, I'm living comfortable, and, I'm doing this, even the girl, the lady I see is from Florida, prima donna. I mean, when I see her, I be laughing, because it's just like a good laugh. I said, girl is going. And that's what I like about her, because she got so many different things that's going on with her life, and she still keep adding on to it. And she said, I want to show my kids, when you grow up, you go all in. You don't never take somebody to want to second guess you or turn you down and make you feel like you can't do nothing in your life. If you can, you can put your mind to it, or you get a vision, that's allowing you to let that become your own reality. It may not happen overnight, but it's going to happen for you if you allow yourself to stay persistent in it. Don't sit up here and hear these bloodlines of where you're comparing your life to somebody else's, or you sit up here seeing this person and trying to you add more stress to your life, which is creating a disappointment within you about how come, I've been doing this for a certain time and I still ain't got off. You don't do that. because it's just like there's a lot of different things the universe got planned for you if you allow yourself to do it. Because there's some people out here will give you doubt when they done gave up on their dreams. That's one thing you don't do is take advice from a person that gave up on something that could have created so much more for them, or give somebody something that they'll be manipulating certain things for other people to fail. Those are the people you don't need to listen to. But when you see somebody that sees your potential and they telling you, hey, don't give up. I've had different people to come back and tell me, Roslynn, somebody done put a strike against me because I had a copyright claim, or somebody done said, a different complaint about me and got my video taken off. It's okay. It is okay. And if you allow yourself to stop, you're allowing that person to get exactly what they wanted because they seen something invested in you. I've had different people, most positive videos I have, and you done got it knocked down. That's all right. Because it was just like I got upset. And it's like, no, don't do that. You allow yourself to put out something else. You allow, even if it's a strike against you, you may have known something, but you didn't know about it at that time. And say, okay, you can't put out different videos like that because that's a strike against you. Okay, you may get mad, a little bit uncomfortable. Then allows you to know, you know what? Okay, I appreciate that because allows me to know, don't go back that way again. Let me allow myself to move a different way. And there's different things that's going to come into your life that you're going to get those setbacks. Those times it may not work out the way they're supposed to, but this gives yourself never give up on you. No matter if you don't have somebody to support you, that's telling you need to support your own self. If you sit up here and did everything you could for somebody, and then when you finally needed that and they couldn't do that for you, that'll let you know that person was only an opportunist. They only was there for that opportunity to sit fast for them. And when you needed it, they didn't want to do that, and it's okay. These are the things that you're learning through from experiences. Get yourself separated from the blurred lines. Allow yourself to see the light in what's moving forward for you as well as in yourself. They want you to be able to do that. Don't give up on yourself. You find yourself, sometimes you got to be, when you can push negativity in, it makes you a wholehearted person to where you want to sit up here and project. It's so easy to do that because there's a lot of people out in this world that wants to do that. But the same energy that you're getting where you're talking yourself out of a good thing, use that same energy to talk yourself up on a good thing, and those are the things they want to be. That's where the universe sees that potential in you. Sometimes you hear that little voice is like, see what you're capable of doing. Look what good is coming out when you allowed yourself not to give up. Allow yourself to keep going even when people weren't sure of your potential or people that mocked you for the things that you believe in, that you invested in into your life. You're going to have people in that way with you. And those are the certain things that you have to, even though they say it's not good to feed into that, but sometimes that can feed you to keep on going. Because a lot of times they see that and they don't want you to discover something about yourself. The devil use some folks like that against you real quick, And those are the things you keep on going, allowing yourself to see that power within yourself and what you can invest to make something so much better. When you're allowing yourself, even if you got to take that back seat for a good minute so you can reassess yourself, having a different strategy about how you may go about certain things. But you allow yourself not to give up on yourself. Allow yourself to invest in yourself because you don't realize what kind of potentials you can come out of just having a hard struggle or just having that slow upcome for yourself. You just never know. And even when you get where you got, allow yourself to invest in something else to add towards that. You should never get comfortable with being comfortable. You should never do that. You should always get comfortable of being uncomfortable because when you're allowing yourself to do that, you don't realize what you can build up on that, and those are the things that, can really be a blessing to you. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Like I said, I'll go ahead and have me a live chat and vibe. It was a Heyokas chat vibe, live and vibe at 6:30. I think it's like, 4:15 here. So, we'll be able to connect then. Give a post notification shout out to Project Delta, Brian Dodry, Hillary Elizabeth, and Farrah Hazard, much love to you, and Angela Campbell, much love to you as well. If you're new to the channel, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. It's all about, spiritual networking. If you just want to share something with me about your spiritual experience, or you want my insight on certain things that may be taking place, or just needing a deeper understanding about your purpose, I try my best to be able to help you the best way I can. Whatever we speak on the side, especially anything that you speak on to me anyway, it'll be confidential, so you don't have to worry about that. And you know, I try to help out the best way I can, either through my experience, what God wants me to be able to share with you, or the information I can give you as well, to share with you to, you know, get you a deeper understanding about your purpose. You know, whatever you're working on to manifest in your life, I hope and pray and send, you know, vibrations of prosperity and abundance to make it so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and come sooner to your life than you ever predicted. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You just never know. All those things really takes me a long way. And you'll see me on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.